We shape our homes, and our homes shape us. I, Pallavi Arora of Fulcrum Homedecor, am here to transform your spaces into a dream home. Cheers to new beginnings and new memories, with a little bit of magic and lots of love.
Welcome to Fulcrum Home Decor. My name is Pallavi and I'm here to help you transform your spaces into a home. Today I'm taking you to a beautiful site which is designed in a mid-century modern way. Let me just take you room wise and show you what we have done. The living room of this house has been visualized as a very beautiful and a very starkly mid-century kind of theme. But however, at this point of time, just when we needed to hand over the dining table and the sofa could not be procured. The clients needed some more time to work on that. What we've done is we've added the bone structure of the space, and just the dining table and the loose furniture can be brought in any time later. However, coming back to the bone structure, we wanted to definitely have a false ceiling in the space, and we've gone ahead with quite a bold false ceiling. We wanted the two spaces of the living and the dining to be separate and yet not looking like two separate spaces. So we've divided it with this wooden panel on the ceiling, and a chandelier which is going to be housed on this middle panel will actually give that division to the space. There are two sections which we have designed. One is the television area, and the other is the unit that you see as soon as you enter. The television area has been kept pretty simple. It's something that the client, they wanted a combination of marble and wood, and they loved the color dark grey, and that was something that they were very particular about, that they wanted to have. So and we wanted to celebrate the length of that wall, because this house is quite huge, and we didn't want it to look bare, and we didn't want it to look over cluttered. So we've gone ahead with this beautiful marble laminate PVC cladding on the behind the television, and we've just kind of lifted that with the wooden paneling behind. There's very minimal storage which has been added below and on the side of the TV unit, just to have a few decorative items and house all their electronics over here. The star of the house, if you ask me, or the beautiful highlight of the house is this gorgeous wall that has the sideboard of the dining. This is actually the wall that you see first as soon as you enter the living area of the house, and I definitely wanted this wall to have a lot of impact and really look very stark. So the thought that I had in mind was to have mirrors here, because I wanted the length of the hall to look even bigger, specifically because we were having the false ceiling done. And the mirror paneling is what we chose first, and then we paneled the sides of it, and we've placed a beautiful long sideboard under this mirror and the paneling. The color is again very beautifully brown, and for the sideboard we've added a marble, PVC marble top to the sideboard, again to match up to the TV unit. And the wall paneling I have kept in a very taupey charcoal kind of color, because the grandeur and the luxuriousness that this color brings about is just too beautiful. And the clients also wanted to have such a nice, they were very open to having a very dark and beautiful color on the wall. We've added two wall sconces on sides of the mirror, just to bring the space together, and I think it in itself speaks so much that I felt that no accessories were needed on this sideboard. So this is how it looks now. This is the children's bedroom of the house, and this room was a little bit of a challenge for us, because they wanted to follow Vastu in a few things in this room specifically, and the orientation of the room was such that we had to really use our brains a lot to come up with the current solution. Simply because one is that the head position of the bed had to be at the place where the windows were falling, and the study table also had to be at the place where the windows were coming. So, and we did not want to block the windows because of the beautiful light and air that the windows were bringing in. So, however, we decided to go ahead with a corner bed in this room. And even though the bed would not have one long headboard, what we thought of doing it is celebrating the corner, and we gave the bed a corner headboard. This is also a tufted headboard, so their child can actually lounge easily, and it actually makes the space more comfortable and cozy. The wardrobe space was pretty predetermined, since the study table had to be on the other wall. Again, here we've not gone ahead with typical wardrobes. What we've done is we have the wardrobe on the top. We have some open shelving below. Now these open shelves, the white ones that you see below, are spaces where they can put some cane baskets or jute baskets, and those baskets can house all his toys and all kind of sports equipments and things like that. And the open shelves are just to add the color, and of course they can also be used for storing toys and books and games and things like that. Right next to the wardrobe is the dresser, and the mirror above the dresser, we have given it in a shape of a hut, which you will see that has been celebrated at every has been replicated at different corners of the room. We wanted to go ahead with a very neutral color laminate. The clients wanted to have the room to have color. We did not want the laminate to have a primary color. So the colored parts are actually paint, and the rest of it is in a white wooden laminate, off-white wooden laminate, which acts as an absolutely neutral canvas for the color to come in. For the study table, now we needed the study table to be, according to Vastu, it needed to be on this corner of the room. So we came up with the plan to have a folding study table. Now this study table that you see the pine wood legs that you see, it folds up and it looks like an A on the table or on the cabinet, and that's the initial of their son as well. We've housed a nice bookshelf right next to it, so it doesn't look like we are, the purpose of the space is solved and it still doesn't cover the window. The pattern for the bookshelf was this interesting crisscross kind of pattern, which the client definitely suggested to us, and she had wanted this for her son from the very beginning, and we wanted to respect that, and we did this. And we painted the back of these boxes in the bookshelf in different colors again, so that it adds color and vibrancy to the space. So the primary colors that we've used in the room are blue, and it's the very pale blue and white, and we've added these flash of orange, red and yellow, and that's something that we've added in a lot of things. We also wanted the blinds to be a little playful, not very kiddish but playful. So the blinds are very cute, and if before any one of you asks me in the comments, this is from Decor, so you can probably get this there. And they have these little huts, which so the shape of the headboard, the shape of the mirror, the little triangles that we have on the wardrobe, all of that is celebrated along with these hut shaped motifs on the blinds here. Also, since it was a lovely blue and white theme, we were looking at having the handles of the wardrobes as clouds, which is what we've made them out of wood, and we've replicated that on the ceiling right above the bed. So we've created a small false ceiling here, so that the lights can be housed, and there are no tube lights in the room. And in the central position, we have a cloud wallpaper that we've housed for the child. So this is how the children's bedroom of this space looks. This is the master bedroom of the space. It's a fairly large size bedroom. So we wanted, the basic requirements of the client was to have the wardrobes, a dresser, bed with side tables. They also wanted to have a window seating and a space to keep books and linen. This was the basic requirement of the space, and after a few layouts and plans, we decided on the current layout. The color theme or the theme for the room that we wanted to keep was very mid-century. So we've used very stark color combinations here. We've used very contrasting color combinations, and yet in a very subtle way. It's not very loud, however, it still gives that mid-century vibe to the space. So let me start by showing you the wardrobes first. We went ahead with having 4-door wardrobes. 4-door wardrobes essentially means that so 2 doors is 1 wardrobe. So we've got 4 doors of wardrobes, and we've added a loft above it. Right next to the wardrobe is the dresser. We chose to go ahead with this beautiful wooden laminate. This resembles a mix of teak and oak, and it's a very, very stark mid-century color to be used. We also wanted to have a little bit of depth, so to speak, in the wardrobe, so we've added shaker style doors, and for the handles we've gone ahead with absolutely teak wood handles rather than having typically metal handles in the wardrobes. The wardrobes have drawers at the bottom which facilitate keeping shoes. It also has a loft above, which we've painted off at the same color as we've laminated it as the same color like the ceiling, so that it doesn't really stand out and there's not too much of wood to be seen. Now the bed was obviously going to be the anchor piece of the room, which again makes the space look very plush, and since it's a very large bedroom, we wanted to give the master bedroom a very plush and a very luxurious feel. The bed has been made out of plywood. We've not gone ahead with the same wooden laminate because we didn't want too much of wood in the space. This bed is not typically how we make the beds. We make hydraulic beds, but the client wanted a bed which had drawers. So you can see that the drawers are in front. We have 2 side tables which we have placed right next to the bed on both sides of the bed. The side tables have also been designed with a very pretty mid-century kind of design. It has some metal legs, and everywhere you will see that we've touched a little bit on rose gold as the metal in the room. For the headboard, we went ahead with a lovely fabric headboard. Now this fabric is a blend of velvet as well as faux leather, and it gives a very mid-century kind of vibe because it has those vertical lines running through it. This end of the bedroom, where we had this very large window which brings in the maximum amount of natural light, we decided to go ahead with the window seating. The first thing that we wanted was to have storage below the seating, and we have a continuous storage which can be open, pull down storage, and this doesn't have any partitions in the middle, so that any longer items like rolls of paper or paintings that they have rolled and kept can be accommodated over here, or even smaller luggage and suitcases. Above the window seating was also a little space that we had, and we've used that as an additional loft where again a few of their bags and things can be housed. On one side of the window was a very large wall, and we wanted to utilize that wall as not just a typical bookshelf, but also a place where which can be used as a linen closet or closet just to keep their towels and bed sheets and things like that. So we have a closed closet, and we have some open shelves here, which again are in a blend of a little bit of the wooden laminate to kind of complement the wooden laminate on the wardrobes. And we've gone ahead with this lovely beige color. The beige laminate also has a wooden texture. However, it looks very beautiful, and it kind of celebrates the wood very beautifully. For the window seating, we've provided them with the same color cushioning, because just to kind of reinforce the colors of the room. And it's a large seating where actually 2 people or 3 people can sit and have a chit chat, or you can even lie down and just look out of the beautiful view which is there from the windows. We've done paneling on the wall behind the bed. This paneling is typically used in a very European or Victorian kind of space, but it also looks very nice with mid-century homes. So it depends on the kind of pattern we choose for the molding, and we went ahead with the mid-century molding, and again it anchors the bed so beautifully and makes the room so inviting and luxurious, and it feels like the master bedroom of the space. For the color scheme, we were very clear from the beginning. The client was also very keen on having blue and orange as a combination, and what we've done is, instead of having the brightest version of blue and the brightest version of orange, we've given a very nice burnt orange kind of look, and the blue is a very luxurious looking, it's not a midnight blue but a pretty ink kind of a blue color. We also went ahead with floral blinds in this room, which have the same colors that are celebrated in the room, and it kind of really pulls everything together, if you ask me. So this is how the master bedroom of the space looks. So this was a mini tour of the 2 bedrooms and the living room, though the living room is not complete yet, but it gives you the drift, and I will be inserting some 3D pictures of how we propose, what we have proposed for the seating and the dining area. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If so, then do consider subscribing to the channel. It helps us grow, it helps our videos reach a lot more people. If you would like to follow us on a daily basis, please do consider following us on Instagram. All the links are mentioned in the description box. And as always, if you would like to get your homes designed, if you would like to get a makeover done, you can get in touch with us through all the details which are mentioned in the description box below. I will see you again in another video, in another makeover very soon. Thank you.